Warm greetings, my beloved friends. With a heart full of humility and gratitude, I welcome you. It is truly a privilege to speak with you today, to offer thoughts, reflections, and ancient wisdom that may gently illuminate your journey. If you are walking a path in search of clarity, inner peace, and a life filled with deeper purpose, you are in the right place. You are not alone. As a monk, I have dedicated many years to the silence of meditation, the depth of contemplation, and the study of timeless truths. Through stillness and inquiry, I have slowly unraveled the threads of what makes life truly meaningful. And today, I invite you to join me as we explore how to set meaningful goals, not just any goals, but those that reflect our deepest values, our true self, and our place in the great interconnected web of existence. Drawing from the ageless teachings of the Buddha, woven with inspiring stories and practical wisdom, we will uncover how to shape our aspirations with mindfulness, compassion, and insight. The Buddha, in his profound clarity, once taught that every intention, every action begins in the mind. He said, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." This teaching reminds us that goal setting is not simply a matter of outward ambition or success. It is a process of inner alignment. True goals arise from the heart and mind working together in harmony. A meaningful goal is not about chasing external milestones for the sake of achievement. Instead, it's about recognizing and aligning our goals with what matters most within us, with our personal values, with truth, with kindness, and with the desire to bring positive change into the world. Real meaning is born from clarity, the kind of clarity that comes when we stop, breathe, and look within. When we give ourselves permission to pause, to reflect honestly and compassionately, we open the door to what Buddhism calls right intention, one of the core elements of the Noble Eightfold Path. Cultivating right intention means that the goals we set are rooted in wisdom, not ego, in love, not greed, in purpose, not pride. Think of meaningful goals as stars scattered across the vast night sky of your life. They shine not to fix us in one place, but to guide us forward. They provide direction, illuminate purpose, and offer us a sense of quiet fulfillment. But like the stars that gently shift over time, our goals may change too as we grow, as we awaken, and as we deepen our understanding of life. What must remain unchanging, however, is the purity of our intentions, nourished by compassion, grounded in wisdom, and held steady by a sincere longing to contribute something beautiful to the world. Before he became the Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama lived as a prince, surrounded by opulence, comfort, and royal privilege. He had everything the world could offer: wealth, status, and pleasure. Yet, within him, something stirred. His heart grew restless. He could not ignore the suffering he witnessed: aging, illness, and death. These realities awakened a burning question in his soul. What is the true purpose of life? What brings genuine peace? And so began his sacred journey. He left his palace behind, renouncing the world's attachments, and wandered through forests in search of truth. He sat with masters, wrestled with doubts, and finally took his seat beneath the Bodhi tree, resolving not to rise until he discovered the end of suffering. His goal was not glory, it was liberation, not just for himself, but for all beings. There is deep teaching in this. Siddhartha's journey began not with a map, but with reflection. So too must ours. Ask yourself, what is my heart truly longing for? What am I being called toward beyond the noise of the world? Can this goal I pursue bring lasting peace, or will it leave me chasing another illusion? Give yourself permission to sit in silence, to listen, not with the ears, but with the soul. Meditate, reflect. Let your inner compass guide you, not to what's flashy, but to what feels right. Because only through authentic self-reflection can we discover goals that resonate with our highest truth. And remember, reflection is not a one-time practice. It is a way of life. As we evolve, so must our goals. Life is not static, and neither are we. Revisit your intentions often, Allow them to shift, to grow, to adapt to the new insights and experiences that unfold along your path. In Buddhism, we are taught to contemplate three essential truths of existence, universal characteristics that, when understood, can shape our goals into meaningful and sustainable intentions. 1. Impermanence. Anicca. Everything is in a constant state of change. Not our bodies, not our thoughts, not even our dreams. A wise goal honors this truth. Pursue goals that do not rely on permanence like wealth or fame, but instead build inner qualities such as patience, humility, or love. These endure, even as the world shifts. When we understand impermanence, we loosen our grip on outcomes. We focus less on the finish line and more on the journey itself. 2. Suffering. To live is to encounter suffering, but a goal rooted in compassion seeks to lessen it, not just for ourselves, but for others. When we shape our aspirations around service, kindness, and the well-being of others, we tap into a fulfillment that runs far deeper than selfish gain. Even the smallest act of love creates ripples. A single kind gesture can transform someone's day. And when we build our lives around such intentions, we help create a more peaceful and harmonious world. True joy doesn't come from feeding the ego, but from recognizing that we are all deeply connected. When our goals are woven with a sense of unity, connection to others, to nature, to the sacred whole, we dissolve the illusion of separateness. A selfless goal becomes powerful. It lifts us beyond our own needs and becomes a force for healing, not just in our life, but in the lives around us. Let me offer you a story cherished in Buddhist teachings. There once lived a farmer who planted bamboo. For 5 long years, he watered the seeds, tended the soil, and waited. And still, nothing emerged. His neighbors laughed, ridiculed him, and called him foolish. But the farmer never gave up. He knew something they didn't, that the bamboo was growing roots deep and strong beneath the surface. Then, in the 5th year, the bamboo suddenly burst from the earth, rising nearly 90 feet in just 6 weeks. This is the nature of true growth. It may seem invisible, even fruitless, for a long time, but beneath the surface, something sacred is unfolding. The bamboo story reminds us that patience, faith, and unwavering effort are essential. Our intentions, like seeds, must be nurtured even when results seem distant. So, how can we begin to set meaningful goals in our own lives? Let us walk through some simple yet powerful practices. 1. Begin each day with mindfulness. Take a moment each morning to sit quietly and breathe. Let distractions fall away. Ask yourself what truly matters today. This small ritual can open space for clarity and direction. 2. Put your goals into words. Writing brings structure to your thoughts. Use affirmations like "I choose to live with compassion" or "I will dedicate my energy to uplift others." Words have power. When written, they take root in your consciousness. 3. Break your goals into small steps. Big dreams can be overwhelming, so take it slow. If your goal is inner peace, begin with 5 minutes of quiet reflection each day. Every little effort builds momentum. 4. Embrace failure as part of the path. The Buddha said, "Just as a solid rock is not shaken by the storm, even so the wise are unmoved by praise or blame." Mistakes are not defeats, they are lessons. Learn from them, grow with them. 5. Celebrate your progress. Gratitude fuels your journey. Acknowledge each milestone, no matter how small. Recognizing your growth encourages persistence and inspires joy. As we pursue our aspirations, let us remember the deeper purpose of all meaningful goals: to nurture the well-being of all. One of the Buddha's most beautiful teachings is the practice of metta, loving kindness. Whatever your goal may be, infuse it with this energy. Let your actions become blessings that ripple out into the world. In a world often driven by ego and competition, may we walk a different path, one of unity, compassion, and collective upliftment. When our goals are no longer just for ourselves, but for the greater good, they transform not only our lives, but the lives of many. My dear friends, as we continue walking this path of inner growth and self-realization, I warmly invite you to stay connected. Subscribe to the Inner Compass, a sacred space where wisdom is shared, where stories inspire, and where each soul is honored on their journey. Let us build a mindful community, a circle of light where we lift each other up, share our learnings, and walk each other home. Never forget, meaningful goals are not only about achieving something, they are about becoming someone. Like the bamboo farmer, tend to your roots, trust the unseen growth, and believe in the quiet power of persistence. May you walk this path with clarity, courage, and a compassionate heart. May your goals bring you not just success, but also inner serenity and joy. And may your journey inspire others to awaken to their own truth. Thank you for sharing this sacred moment with me. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. And may we meet again, united in our shared aspiration and guided by the light of wisdom.